Understand Jide, former Super Eagles player who's also live in Uyo at the stadium, is standing by at the moment, of course, to talk to us about this game. Well, Jide, football fans were terribly hurt the last time that Ghana came to pip Nigeria to Qatar, of course, the 2022 World Cup. In order to avoid the repeat of this sort of episode, how do you think that the Eagles should approach this game?
Thank you very much, Ike. It's very loud here, so I hope you can hear me in the studios.
Yes, we can.
If you recall at the time, oh great, if you recall at the time, the team had just been assembled. So for most of the players, they were under scrutiny. Basically, they were on trial, by the Nigerian fans. So they were new to the national team. It's a different kind of feeling when you have the Nigerian team jersey and then you hear the national anthem. So a few of them were rattled, I think, at that time. But most of the boys now, they're used to that kind of pressure. They are mature, they're settled in the team. So it's going to be different this time around.
Right, you were in Qatar for the World Cup the last time, even though that the Eagles were not there. But now there is a chance to make amends. Tell us, what sort of feeling do you think that might evoke in Nigerians if eventually they qualify for the 2026 Mundial?
Nigeria, we were sorely missed at the last World Cup. Everyone that saw us wear the Nigerian jersey were like, where are your players? People were referring to my time as well, Okocha, Yakinis. So the world missed us in Qatar. They missed our fans, they missed our culture, our dance culture, our drums, and our exciting players and, our style of play. So the boys are young, they're exciting, they're working hard. So I believe that the next World Cup actually needs Nigeria. So I'm looking forward to it, and I can see the mood in the camp as well. The boys are up to it. So look, I say beyond the sky is the limit for Nigerian football, from what I've seen so far.
Well, you have been with the team as a former player. You have been with the team, trying to give them moral support, since they have been there in Uyo. The coach of the Lesotho, side, Leslie, has been talking very tough, saying, look, we are not here to play at all. We are going to play with a winning mentality. How prepared do you think that the Eagles are, to overturn this?
Oh, look, the boys are prepared. All they just need to do is to relax and be ice cold. They've played this kind of football games before. Okay, it's not the national team, but lots of spectators and lots of expectations. So what I say in such a day like this is, players, don't play the occasion, just play the game. You've played it many times in your head. You've played so many times in similar situations. So everything stops before the whistle, Ike. And I'm looking forward to an exciting match. I've seen Lesotho come up to warm up, and I believe if we stick to the game plan, the 3 points will be ours today, Ike.
All right, the team list is out, and of course we do have Francis Suzuho in goal, Jamio Collins left back, Bright Osai right back, Shemi Ajayi, Calvin Bassey, Frank Onyeka, Alexi Wobi, Kelechi Iheanacho, Demola Lookman in midfield, and Victor Boniface and Taiwo Awoniyi in attack. Are you satisfied with the formation of the team?
Oh, yes, absolutely. I mean, the coaches work with them. Don't forget, he's only had 2 days to work with them, the day before yesterday and yesterday. So sometimes you have to stick to the players you got. You know them very well. You're sure of what they're going to give you on the day. And he'll be looking to a few players to add on as the game goes on as well. So I'm sure that there'll be changes. I'm sure boys will come on. But with the team we've got, I don't see us not being able to take Lesotho to the cleaners today,
And Francis Suzuho, many fans, have been worried about his performances, so far. But, Joseph Pesiro has said, look, we have, he does have our trust. And, of course, the Kenneth Tumero, who is the captain of the side now, they've all said, look, we are all behind him. What do you think as well?
You know, with the Uzor situation, I know there's been a lot of criticism in the press and all, but you have to understand most coaches, they're very reluctant to change their goalkeepers. You can see so many clubs all around the world. You keep your goalkeepers and your central defenders as the spine of your team. So I'm sure that he's going to invite players. I mean, these games, like I said, they're just 2 training sessions. But before the World Cup, before the AFCON, there'll be chances for other players to come in training camps. And he'll have a look at other goalkeepers, I'm sure. But for now, I'm sure he's just saying, look, I know this guy. I don't want to change anything. I don't want to make quick changes at the back. Let me just leave in, and then we hope he delivers Ike Tvc.
Right. You were a centre forward yourself, and Awoniyi and Boniface have got the nod now to lead the attack. Games like this come with their own kind of pressure. What's your words to these two guys who lead the Nigerian attack?
Oh well, like I said, as a striker, you're ice cold, you're focused, you go into the game, having played the game several times in your head, you've been in the situation several times, and you know you're going to get 2, maybe 3 chances in the game. So you wait for those chances. And when you get into that zone, you don't think, you just pull the trigger. Once you're cool, you're relaxed. Look, you don't think anymore when you get into that zone. And I know that they played this several times. So I just wish the boys good luck today, because they're playing very well with their teams. So I don't see why they won't put a couple of goals in there for us today.
All right. Jide Olugbodi, a former Brentford and Super Eagles player, many thanks indeed for talking to us about this game against Lesotho. And fans, all of us here, we wish the Eagles well.